Hey guys, what is going on? It is Memory here, and we are here, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is upon us. Violet Evergarden, Episode 1. We're going to be checking it out. I really got to thank Senshi fan subgroup, based Senshi, coming in the clutch here because honestly, I have no idea what the hell is happening with Netflix with this series. I've heard in some parts of the world it's coming out weekly, and I've heard that it's not coming out weekly. I haven't really heard anything regarding the plans for the United States, so I'm just going to assume that it's not coming out weekly here for the U.S. and that it'll come all at once at a further date. So thank goodness, like I said, we have Senshi here to clutch up, and they do great work with their fan sub translations. They did an awesome job with Children of the Whales, and especially getting it out on time. And the same thing can be said for Little Witch Academia. And even though I didn't finish that whole series, I was watching their versions of the episodes, like for the fan subs and all that. So I'm happy that they decided to pick up Violet Evergarden, and that I think, have to wait for a further date to watch the whole series at once, and I'll actually be able to keep up with this weekly. So yeah, with that said, I'm going into this series like 95% blind. Like I have checked out, I think, one of the previews, but that's really it. And that's how I wanted to go into this series because I want this to be fresh. I don't really want to know anything. I just kind of want to go into it gung ho and see what we got. So without further ado, let's get into this first episode and see what we got. We're gonna start in three, two, one, play. And it looks absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Kyo Annie's on it. I mean, I don't really have to say that though. You already know the music looks or sounds. What am I saying? Incredible. I mean, just like look, it's like the attention to detail, the voice acting, same color as your eyes. She's so beautiful. Love or something. So she was like a part of the war, I guess. I mean, like look at her hand, or she has a big patch on her face. She's laying in like a hospital, some kind of like nursing home of sorts. The 120th day of, oh, jeez, 120 days. She can't even write, and she wants to return back to duty. Like, yeah, already off the bat, the voice acting. If you so stellar from the main female character, it's like, jeez, we're in for something, ladies and gentlemen. We really are here. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's a piece of paper flying through the air, and look, they're giving us tremendous shots of the scenery. Like, look at these camera angles. These, wow, wow. I guess this is gonna be 14 episodes. Seeing that they're gonna do probably 13 and then an OVA, or 12 and two OVAs. It's gonna be something like that. Violet Evergarden. You hear like the in the background, like the typing. Anyone who knew ever referred to her as a weapon, as a wannabe human that fought whenever ordered, a tool without a mind of her own. Oh, jeez. Visions, though. Oh, okay, so her name's actually Violet. I think her name is Violet Evergarden, isn't it? It's kind of rare we have like the name of a series actually be the name of the character, like the full name too. So we saw at the beginning that this was the man Gilbert that she was with. She's so pretty. And it just sucks to see her and know that she's been hospitalized for 120 days. This is going to be the day she gets out. She wants to go right back out to like duty, which is yep. She really cares about the major, Gilbert. I hope so. See, he's kind of like tensing up, like he's dead or something, like he's not in good shape. It's either that or he's gone. See, he's just kind of avoiding it. He doesn't want to tackle the topic of Gilbert. That's sad. That was the thing we saw at the beginning. She said that looked like his eyes. See, it's killing him deep down inside about this, about the truth behind the major. She's just like, you can tell like when he was grabbing her, just how like fragile she is. I mean, it's about 4 months she's been hospitalized, so it's uh, everything goes back to the Gilbert's dog. That's yeah, that's probably not the right reason to choose the puppy, but I don't think she really like gets what he meant by that, which is this series is gonna wreck me, dude, isn't it? Like, look at her. What is she doing? Oh, jeez. So this is like all she knew. This is all they knew. Man, couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even imagine. Just like look at the backgrounds, the water, like it's all so beautiful. And to my knowledge, I think they got like a pretty small staff like working on this. I saw something like 9 key animators and 4 in-betweeners, which is Mr. and Mrs. Evergarden. Okay, so the name she was born with wasn't Evergarden. It's kind of she was like sort of adopted, brought in by this family. The war lasted 4 years. Okay, can she even hold it? Oh, jeez. I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to see what's under her. Okay, so she has like mechanical parts. So in the war, or was that how she actually like fought in the war with those? Like, has she always been like this, or did she have her hands or whatever? They were replaced with some of the mechanical parts. So she doesn't feel he. That makes sense because I mean, look at her hands. She's so precious. That's very caring of them to just take her in. Like she's never had a family. She's she doesn't. All she knew really was war and Gilbert. That's really they lost their son in the war. Jeez, she's straight up. She's and he has to use Gilbert's name because he knows that using that will lead her to more likely go along with all this. It's kind of messed up, sad too at the same time. Okay, so she lost her arms. Yeah, she got them replaced. Her arms too. So not even her hands, but apparently her arms too. Jeez. So she has no purpose besides being of use to, or she feels she has no purpose besides being with the major, listening to the major, whatever the major says. Oh, jeez. I just love the sceneries. I love it's just so pleasant to look at, isn't it? Like it can't be me just feeling this way, but it's Kill Annie. I mean, like it's like a post office sorta. I think I see nothing but mail and paper, so that's what I'm gonna say. It makes sense. We don't even really know. Like, I mean, we know she never really had a family, according to her. But just like when she was younger, like she must have had like one of the worst childhoods. Didn't know how to read, write. Everything she was taught, and everything she learned was from the major Gilbert. So work right here. Benedict, okay. Is she gonna bow? Yep. Yeah, yeah. Putting her in the hands of Benedict. He doesn't seem too thrilled. And she's gonna do. She's gonna. Hey, I don't. Hey, do it right in front of me. I don't care. Look at her. Look how she looks at this thing. She's gonna show him. Yep. That's so sad. So that's a real. It's like she still hasn't come familiar with these new parts, that she has as a part of her body. So she still has to kind of get used to that. So that makes sense why she couldn't really write. She was having trouble writing and picking up the cup. Beautiful time lapse. Like this, everything about this is just spells beautiful. There she goes. Nice. Hey, that's war. That's war for you. That's what war will do. You'll get used to that. Delivery run. There you go. She's learning everything. It's way different. Probably on the other end of the spectrum, like compared to war. Like war is all the way over here. That being a postman is all the way over here. But she's getting the hang of it little by little. I was about to say, did he not notice who that was? But that he did. Look at her in the hat, the whole outfit, the whole get up. Like, oh, she went right away after he said that. Jeez. She knows no other way. She knows. Look at her like struggling to cut her food. Like, oh. Yep, as we saw in the. I love you. Most likely, yeah. From now on, you'll broaden your horizons and learn many things other than what war was. Like, that's the only thing she knows, and it's so sad because I mean, just look at her. Look at her. Run away and live free. She takes everything so literally. It's so adorable. Not literally, but she doesn't get that right now, and I hope she does eventually get all of this. This I get the feeling like this series is just gonna it's gonna hit here really really hard. I mean, it already kind of does, but like as we move forward, I it's pretty hard for like series to get to me like this. But when like you're dealing with a someone like this fragile, like so they refer to her or he refers to her, probably others as well, as a doll. Maybe it's kind of personal. Oh, that sucks. Man. She looked up to this man so much, like just it's crazy. Like it's like past a level that we can't even like I can't even fathom or understand. Like, damn. Whew, she could kick ass too. Like, or maybe it wasn't I love you. Maybe it was like I'll come back for you someday or something. I'll find you someday or oh, maybe that's what it actually was. Maybe I was wrong. But that's what it was. Yep. Yep. Our auto memoir doll service. Okay, so that's what they do refer to them as. Okay. Oh, so we're getting a quick little glance at more of the cast here. So they actually write for the people who can't write. So it'd be different than what she was doing before, like putting the letters up and delivering. But I think this does have more of like a meaning for her and more of something she could get behind, especially with the whole "I love you" thing right there that we just saw. But as she continues to write and hear more people out and look over the other dolls, then I think this will be the best and easiest, quickest way for her to learn more and grow more than just like the war child she was. The girl they called a tool without a mind of her own wanted to know what "I love you" meant. Dude, look. Oh, man. Jeez. Are we gonna get to hear him say it? Run away and be free. Yep. Dang. Oh, that sends chills. That sends chills down my spine. Man. Oh wow. pretty dang good. Oh, it was so much better to go in this completely blind because this was a great first episode, I must say. Really impressive. Did I mean, it met my expectations because I had pretty high expectations coming into the show just from all the amazing things I've heard about it, and just so many people saying look out for this one. It's a contender already for like anime of the year. People are saying, and definitely like top two, top three in this winter season. So like, I had some pretty high expectations going into it. Maybe wrong of me to have those expectations, but it definitely met them. This was just a lot to like about this series already as well. And if we have this and Love is Like After the Rain on the same day consistently every week, and Wednesdays are really shaping up to be amazing. And I just, as we continue forward with this series, like it's just going to continue, I think, I mean, as we see Violet learn more and be able to communicate better, and not just being kind of that puppet, if you want to say, uh, under Gilbert, just kind of that war, just all she knew was war. uh, it's gonna be like happy seeing that, but it's also gonna be like I'm gonna feel a lot of sadness still going through the series because of just knowing her body, she has fake arms, pretty much, just what happened in her past, and I think it's gonna be like a happy and sad type of thing, but it's definitely gonna mess with our hearts a lot, and just visually. I expected it to be stunning. It is. The music's incredible. The voice acting is top notch. There's definitely a lot to love about Violet Evergarden so far. Really impressed with this first episode, and honestly, I'm just ready for more. So I can't wait for episode 2. Let me know what you all thought of this first episode. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Peace.